Hi, and welcome to our coaching sneak peek. This is Spark Fit Nation, and my name is Lisa Cook. I am one of the diamond coaches on Spark Fit Nation, and I'm really excited that you are here to learn a little bit about coaching with us. We have several of our leaders on our team here who are going to tell you a little bit about why they became a coach or what coaching means to them, and then a few different topics that we feel like you might have questions about and might want to learn about before you make a decision about becoming a coach on our team. So what we hope to accomplish is to answer some of your questions that you have and give you a feel for what our team is like and some of the people on our team. And hopefully at the end of this recording, you will be able to make a better decision. And if you have questions, you can contact the person that invited you to watch this. You've been invited to watch this because someone sees something in you that we feel would fit in good with our team or that would help you on your health and fitness journey. So we are so glad that you're here to listen to us and hear about our team and about what coaching means to us. So right now I am going to hand it off to Andrea, and she is going to introduce herself a little bit and her topic.
Hello, I am, as Lisa said, Andrea Nichols. I'm one of the coaches here on the Spark Fit team. I've been a coach now for a little over a year, and have, I guess for me, what really sparked me to want to become a coach is I knew for me I had a long journey. I'm down 45 pounds and very proud of that, but I'm still in the middle of my journey. I'm still about halfway through. So I knew that I needed something that was going to hold me accountable for the long run. And so being down those 45 pounds is great, but what I found as I started on this journey was that how much it made an impact on my life from an internal perspective. So, going from being in a really, really dark place, hating pictures. At the time when I started, I had about a 7-month-old, and I hated the pictures and didn't take any with her. And as I, started to lose weight, make healthier decisions, I started to feel better about myself and feel more confident. And while I was a discount coach. I remember just kind of having this overwhelming feeling that I needed to pay it forward, that if I felt this much better, that I knew there were other people in my life that I wanted to have that same benefit. And so that's really what sparked me to become a coach in the first place, and why I do what I even do this. So that's just a little bit about me. So what I'm going to talk about, I mentioned that I started out as a discount coach. So I want to explain just briefly kind of the different options if you were to decide to become a coach. There are 3 types of coaches that we have on our team. There's discount coaches, hobby coaches, and career coaches. So a discount coach is just that. It is, you became a coach for the discount, and there's no loopholes, there's no tricks, there's no quotas. You literally are drinking Shakeology, you like it, but you don't want to pay the full price, and that's basically it. Or there's other, products, Energize, those kind of things, and you flat out want the discount, and you want that 25% off. So there's that, and that's where a lot of us probably started, and where most people do, and that is totally fine, and you don't have to do anything past that. However, the next one is kind of where I am, a hobby coach, somebody who just got a feeling and a desire to pay it forward, and that you're like, you know what, I do want to talk with other people about this and share a little bit, and maybe some people will join me along the way and have my friends do it with me. And so that's what a hobby coach is. And again, you make a little bit of commission and income along the way, but again, you likely have a full-time job, family, those kinds of things, and you're not really interested in taking it further than that at that point. But the third step, if you're interested, and again, any of these are fine, and you can go with one and stay there forever, or you can move between them. It's completely up to you. Is a career coach. And that is, again, what it sounds like, somebody who is wanting to make this their full-time career and income. And we have a lot of people on our team who have done that. There's been a number of people in our upline who have left teaching careers and things like that, and it's been able to bless their life to stay home with their kiddos and things like that. So those are the 3 options. And like I mentioned, you're the CEO of this business if you decide to become a coach. And so you can decide what that is. There's no pressure from anybody to be one or the other, or, look down upon if you're not a career coach, anything like that. So one of the other little small things I want to kind of touch on is just we do run challenge groups. So very likely, if you're listening to this, you've probably been a part of one of our challenge groups in the past. And just wanted to kind of real quickly let you know that it's not as time consuming as it sounds to lead one of those. A lot of times we pair up together. There's also little secret, we can pre-post and pre-schedule things. So those 5 a.m. posts are likely not occurring at 5 a.m. And the other thing is content. You may say, oh my gosh, I don't have this information. How would I I don't know that stuff. And there's tons of resources, tons of content that you can borrow from other coaches that Beachbody provides. And so, like I said, they try to make it very easy. And like I said, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. So those are just a few things about what the type of coaches and what it's like to run a challenge group. So from here, I will pass it on to Lindsay Smith.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lindsay Smith, and I have been a coach on Spark Fit Nation for just under a year now, about 10 months to be exact. And just to give you a little bit of background on how I became a coach. So I actually was invited by a friend of mine on the team to join one of her challenge groups back in August 2016. At that point in time, I was really not in a healthy place, physically or really mentally either. I was just not happy. I wasn't feeling good about myself, and I knew I needed to make a change. And despite trying everything and having nothing work, I decided to give this a try. And so in August 2016, I joined my first challenge group and loved it so very much that within a few months, I had seen some incredible changes, not only physically, but just as important, if not more, I was seeing changes on the inside of me. My mindset changed, my confidence changed. I was just in a completely different place than where I was back in August of last year. So I knew I needed to pay it forward. I knew that I needed to offer this opportunity that changed my life to other people, because this is one of the most amazing things I've ever been a part of. So in February of this year, I decided to take the leap into coaching, and I have been doing it ever since then. I haven't looked back, and it has been one of the greatest experiences I've ever been a part of. Tonight, I want to speak to you guys a little bit about what it means to be a part of a team. What does it mean to be a coach, and what does it mean to be a part of a team? And one of the coolest things that I think I've enjoyed about the experience as a coach so far is that we have such a cool team culture. So when you are starting out on your journey as a coach, you are added to a team of many, many other coaches. And at first that was a little intimidating for me because I wasn't really sure what to expect as far as that goes. Like, what does this mean to be part of a team? Who are these other people? I didn't even know a lot of them. And so it was just, it felt intimidating at the beginning. And within a week of becoming a coach, I realized this culture is something real. And I don't even know that team is really the right word to describe it, but this is more of a family. I have met some of the greatest women I have ever known on this team. And I have, in the course of 10 months, I have had people who I didn't even know coming into this experience who have now become some of my very closest friends, and people that I turn to and I look to for advice, for support. I mean, we are truly connected on a very deep level as teammates on this team. The culture is just, it's a community, it's a family, it's a tribe. It is everything that I ever could have imagined and then some. I have been personally through a lot the past 10 months since I started my journey as a coach. 2017 was not necessarily the easiest year for me personally, but it was an awesome year, all things considered. And a lot of that is because I had my team of ladies who were there, who supported me through it all. So when I say it's a family, it's truly a family type atmosphere. These ladies support one another. They're there for one another. They push each other and challenge each other to be better in the best way possible. We even engage in personal development together. So we've done like book clubs where we all choose a personal development book to read together. And we spend a month doing that, and we check in with each other daily on how we're doing with that, and our book. So there's this whole kind of aspect to this team culture that goes well beyond just fitness and nutrition. It's really, we look at health in a variety of ways that goes well beyond just eating well and getting in shape. And we support each other through it all. And as coaches, the coolest thing about all of this is that we get to impact the lives of other people, right? So as I was saying, where we are offering this experience, or as coaches, we are experiencing this life-changing event, if you will, or experience, we get to offer that to other people, not only as challengers, but inviting people to this coaching experience. We get to offer that to other people and truly get to play a part in changing someone else's life. And that is one of the most rewarding experiences I ever could have imagined being a part of. So it truly is, when people say it's life-changing, you're going to hear that a lot tonight probably, but it could not be more real. This is truly a life-changing experience, being a coach and being able to impact the lives of others and be a part of such a cool team culture and tribe. That is all for me. And now I'm going to pass it on to our next coach, Luana.
Hello. I was expecting her to say Lou. They always call me Lou. So I was like waiting for that. Yes, I started out, as most of us coaches do. I started out as a discount coach because I wasn't quite sure that, this was actually going to be for me, because I had just started my journey, which most of us are just starting our journey when we become coaches. But I was like, once I got into starting my journey, I just knew I had to share this with other people because of the way I felt. And I wanted everyone else to feel the exact same way that I felt. It wasn't just, oh my gosh, I'm on this journey and I'm losing all this weight. No, it is the community, like everyone else has said. It's the community. It's a positive. Most people don't work in an environment that is positive. I know I don't. And it is so good to feel that positivity through this online. I don't know. Lisa is the only one that I even knew out of this group. And it's just amazing how you can actually become best friends with people you've never even met or have only met once. But that's kind of where I started with my journey. But I plan to take it further. And it may be that it's not in the cards for you to take it further, but that's okay. We will love you wherever you want to land. We will love you right there. But my topic tonight is common misconceptions. You're probably thinking, I'm still on my journey. No one's going to want to, follow me or let me help them because I'm just starting out. Well, you know what? That's the best time because everyone else is watching you in your journey while you are losing your weight and getting fit and healthy. And you can, show them, it is possible, because they may, once you lose all your weight or get down and be fit, they'll look at you and you think, oh, she doesn't have a clue where I'm at. and then you show the transformation picture. I'm 70 pounds down, not now, I'm not, but that's where I started out at would be. So when I finish, that's where it will end. But, they don't know that. So while you're in your journey, that's the best time. I mean, the best time to share it. And another thing is time. It doesn't matter if you only have, an hour, and you can put them in little pockets throughout the day, or you can do one big hour in the evening, or 10 or 15 minutes, whatever it is, and you want to just share it. You can get on social media, you can call your best friend, there's so many different little ways to share your journey with your friends and your family. And it doesn't have to take up, another 40-hour week. I work right now, 10 to 12 hours a day, and I still try to put a couple hours in a week. We're not talking a couple hours at a night. I don't know that I could do that without not sleeping, but you can put those into little pockets throughout the week, or you can just, do that. But yes, you don't. And another thing, I know this is where I was like, oh, I can't do this because I'm not a big cook. So you think I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a gourmet cook. How am I going to do this? How am I going to show people how to eat, their proper nutrition? Well, you don't have to, that is all provided. We have a nutritionist, and we have trainers in the workouts, the same thing. You've been in a challenge group, or you may not. This may be the first experience. Well, we actually don't do too much except for give the support, give the love, start them going, and just love on them. So, you don't have to be perfect at this, trust me. And but we just would love to have you in our community with us. So I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to give it to Lisa.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for sharing so far. This is wonderful. How I came into coaching really sounds a whole lot like my twin down there, Lindsay Smith, who has on the same shirt as me. And, and so I had been in a challenge group and absolutely loved it, and was like, this is totally what I want to do. I went right into, I really didn't even actually do much of a discount coach. I mean, that's why I initially signed up. That was kind of the excuse I used to tell my husband, I'm going to get a discount on my Shakeology, so that's going to be great, right? But I knew immediately that I had to pay it forward, and that it was something that was going to be a part of my my future, because I knew that I had found the total solution. I had found something that worked for me for fitness, that worked for me for nutrition, and that worked for me with support, and also with personal development. Like Lindsay said earlier, that probably had the biggest impact on me personally. Was the personal development part of it, which is something that if you should decide to become a coach with us, you'll learn a lot about. And if it sounds right now something to you, you're like, what? I don't need that kind of stuff. I don't do that kind of stuff. Yeah, we all said that. Believe me, we all said, I'm not gonna get up early and read for 15 minutes. No. But that has had the biggest impact on me personally through my coaching journey. So that is just something that I wanted to share, because I feel like that without the coaching opportunity, I would have never done that. And I wouldn't be in the place that I am now without that in many, many areas of my life, not just fitness and nutrition, but lots of other areas of my life have changed because of that. So a little bit about some of the opportunities you might have as a coach, which as a coach, you get the opportunity, even if you're just a discount coach, you get the opportunity to go to some great live events that are really fun, really connect you with a lot of other people. We have live events quarterly, and then you also might have the opportunity to attend some retreats and just some fun get-togethers with our team. So there are lots of different opportunities, different events and get-togethers that are available for our coaches that bring us together and are really fun. And then, so what about money? Everybody's like, well, what about that? So in addition to getting a discount on all of your products, when you do decide to pay it forward, you do get commission on every order that you get placed through someone. But we don't have to mess with any money. That's the great part. We don't do anything with the money. So if you personally, who is watching, have purchased something from us already in the past, then you understand how that kind of works, that it all goes through Beachbody and we don't have to deal with money or products. So that's wonderful. And then there's also ways, as you build a team, to continue to have residual income from your whole bigger team. And so it's kind of complicated. It is a multi-level marketing company. So you do, get income from your whole team, but it's nothing like people are always scared about pyramid schemes and things like that. Well, that doesn't even really exist hopefully not at all, but this is definitely not anything like that. It's completely legit. We are dealing with products and services. Pyramid schemes are only just exchanging money. Only money exchange hands. So anyways, just wanted to put that out there. So there are ways to make an income, and obviously some people can make a career out of it, or you can just have, a couple $100 extra a month, which can be really helpful. I mean, imagine what, $100 or $200 a month might do for you, for your family, or $500 a month. As a hobby coach, which is kind of that middle coach, there is a wide range of hobby coaches. You can go from making, getting your Shakeology covered, so you don't have to, you're not paying for that out of your pocket by what you've sold, to making $500 a month. So there's a lot of different ranges for that. So that's just a little bit about some of the opportunities and how you can make money as a coach. And so I am going to pass it on to Lindsay Roart.
Hi everyone. My name is Lindsay, and I'm just going to share a little bit about my coaching story, and we have one more coach who's going to share about hers, and then we're going to wrap it up for you here. So my coaching story started after I had been a discount coach for a year. So I knew that I loved Shakeology. I had been drinking it for a year, and really knew that it was benefiting me personally with my nutrition. However, I wasn't really involved with the challenge groups and things like that. I was doing Beachbody workouts fairly regularly, but I had gotten pregnant, and it was kind of hit or miss for me as a discount coach. But I knew that the discount really helped me in that endeavor, so I stuck with it for a year. Fast forward through my pregnancy, obviously, the first 6 weeks I didn't do any of the workouts, but I was still drinking my Shakeology, and I found myself in a place that was dark. I was lost. I went from an elementary school teacher to being a stay-at-home mom, and I felt alone. I felt scared. This depression kind of sunk in. And my coach, who had been with me for that past year, said, I really just want you to come to this live event and do this live workout with us. And I thought I was crazy. I was so uncomfortable in my skin. I still had 30 pounds of baby weight to lose. But I went to a live event where I was surrounded by all these coaches, and I never felt so alive. I was still insecure, with my body and with some other things. But I knew that whatever these people had, I wanted, because it was not, like Lindsay said, it was family. And like Luana said, it was this positive community. Like, you cannot deny, and hopefully you feel that energy tonight, the positivity that exudes out of every coach, because we're in the work. We're doing personal development, encouraging each other to do it. We're doing workouts that everybody else kind of gets what we're doing. Like right now we're using these loop things and nobody else knows what we're talking about, but we can talk to other coaches about it. And I can be a stay-at-home mom and still find community online that's a much deeper level of community than social media. I get to have heartfelt conversations like this any time of any day that I want, because I have this widespread community that just lights me up. So my coaching journey started at kind of one of the darkest places in my life, but it was one little spark where I saw what was possible. I was 30 pounds overweight. I was just starting my journey, and I knew that I wanted to start now. And if you feel that nudge at all, it doesn't have to be like this big, event, or you don't have to go to a live event. Like if you're listening to this call, you're invited here for a reason, because one of the coaches on our team wants you a part of this tribe, because they know that you'll fit into it. And I want to say that, like, we have coaches who start at every different walk of life that you could imagine. And I never looked at myself and thought that I would be in the best shape of my life post-baby, but I am. And it's not just because I started drinking Shakeology and joining a challenge group. It's because I joined this family, this tribe of women who makes me better every day. And they all do that in their own ways. And as you can see, like, we all come from different walks of life. We're different ages, we're different backgrounds and all of that. But when you bring that melting pot together, like, it's the coolest thing ever. So that's my coaching journey. I'm going to turn it over to Brooke so she can tell you a little bit about how she got started. Brooke's one of our newest coaches on our team, so I was really excited to have her share tonight. So if you are considering this, you might hear something that resonates with you as someone who's just getting into it. You're on, Brooke.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brooke. It's kind of like everything that everybody else has said. It's seriously, I feel the exact same way. Listening to everybody else, I really kind of started to get teary-eyed, because it really is a community. I've never felt more to be, I've never felt part of a group like I have with these ladies. And I was completely at a low level in my life, and I knew I needed something. I knew I needed a pick-me-up, and I was invited to a challenge group, and I was like, you know what? I have to do it. I have to do something. I have to make a change. And like these ladies have said already, joining one challenge group, it completely changed my life. I was like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I needed. I couldn't do it on my own. I tried so many times, and I failed every time. This is what I needed. I needed other women with me who were on the same journey or similar journeys, and who were there to pick me up. I had a crappy day. They're there to pick you up. We're here to pick you up and to encourage you and to tell you to keep going. And like everybody has mentioned, I'm just gonna echo it, is I knew I wanted to share this with everybody else, with other people. I know how good it makes me feel, and I want other people to feel the same way. And that's why I kind of got into coaching too, because I want everybody else to feel how good you are, not on the outside, but on the inside too. And it really has been a transformation, truly, of internal transformation. I've never felt happier. I've never been happier. And I assure you that it's not just me. I assure you it has everything to do with every single person in this group, and every single person, every single coach. And I don't know how else to describe how lucky I am and to be a part of this, and how lucky you can be to be a part of this. And yeah, it's awesome. It's really awesome. So I think I'm going back to Lindsay. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, after you made me cry. Thank you, Brooke. So for all of you who are listening in, like, this is heartfelt. This is a heartfelt invitation from all of us, not just the coach that invited you here. And if you are listening to this on a playback, know this. You're listening to this for a reason. And my question to you is, what if you said yes today? What would 30 days from now look like? If you said yes today, what would 60 days, 2 months from now look like? And how would it be different if you said no? What would that 30 or 60 days look like there? And then, as you've heard all of us say, what would a year look like if you said yes tonight and just said, okay, I'm going to try this? And consider what Brooke just said to you. Like, most of us were in a really tough place when we said yes. None of us were, and none of us are perfect. This team is founded on the belief that it takes one other person to light a spark in you and one part of you. Because as you've heard, like, we all go through seasons. We might be rocking our workouts, but we're sucking at nutrition and we need help from the other girl who's her nutrition's rocking. And then the personal development, every day, tapping into something new, where I'm focusing on something faith-based one month and business-based another month. And it's just constantly rejuvenating what I am. So where would you be? And what if you simply took a chance and said yes? Because we would love for you to. And we really encourage you to make a choice tonight. But if you need time to think on it and get back to the coach that invited you here, and take some time to really consider that. And maybe listen to this video again and see what else it brings up for you. But know that we are here to help. And that is our mission as coaches, is to be here to help in every area of your life. But we are given tools and resources where we don't have to be experts. We just simply have to be willing to help other people. And if you have an inkling in you that's ready to give that a try, and I promise you there is one other person, if not hundreds of more, who need you, and not me or any other coach on this call, but they need you to help them, because you're somehow going to be in their life at one point, and you're the person that will be able to help them the most. And that in itself is transformative, not only for them, but for you. And we want that for you. We want you to get this feeling of, like, the whole transformation from within to the outside, right? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We appreciate your time and consideration, even just listening in and hearing our hearts. If you have any questions, please send a message right away, again, to the coach that invited you to this call, because we would love to answer that, especially when you're kind of in those thoughts in the heat of the moment. All right. And know that every coach on this team is here to help you. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.